Hope your weekend's going well. Time for Saturday night baseball from Tropicana Field. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Nate Eovaldi is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
This is line to left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit. And immediately the Rays now have to deal with a real burner standing at first base.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
So here's Joe Mauer. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
A bullet to first base. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
From the stretch, runners off for second. Strike taken, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Irvin Santana will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Malik Smith. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
The 2-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Brad Miller waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. The 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. Escobar has a play. 1 out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Up next for the Rays, Brad Miller. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. The 1-1. Hit to short. Adrianza is there. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs.
Batting third, designated hitter, Jose.
Now at the plate, Jose Bautista looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Santana's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Bautista, more often known as Joey Bats. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
I know you have to have teammates on base to drive runs in, but this guy has had a knack all year of coming through with clutch hits at the right time to put his team on top or come back in some big games. He leads the team in RBIs as he approaches the final push towards free agency.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Buxton. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing in the Tampa first. On to the second now from Tropicana. Still 0-0. The next Twin up, Eddie Rosario, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Chopped toward the second baseman. Miller ranges to his right. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And let's take a look at Carlos Gomez. The former Gold Glover is an igniter for his team. Has made some of the most dramatic catches in recent years. Let's see if he makes one today.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Now the 3-2 pitch. Is a called third strike right on the inside corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0 home. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. 2 out, nobody on. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. Castro, a California-born ball player who was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In there, strike one.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
A little bouncer that winds up foul for the second strike. Escobar at second. Castro on at first with 2 down. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's going to get down out there. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Byron Buxton is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Minnesota leads this one 1-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Gomez. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Here's C.J. Cron now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Here's Echeverria now. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Now the 1-0. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. There is Dozier. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Digging in, Jason Worth, and we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. The 2-2 one more time. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the veteran Joe Mauer settles in to start out the inning. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Maybe lucky to make contact there as his curveball's hit fouled off to the left-hand side. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, one away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Logan Morrison. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Digging in, Matt Duffy as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Third baseman, Matt
First
Duffy.
pitch on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Jesus Sucre, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay throw. Throw won't get him.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street.
You're on the mound in this situation, you only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Brad Miller. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And you can see that they're just above the middle of the pack in the AL, currently 6th best in that department. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Rosario on the warning track. He makes the catch. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Bautista, runner in scoring position with Sugan. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 3 innings complete. The Rays are in front, 2-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie Rosario. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Miller. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Max Kepler. First time up, he went down looking. Here's the first pitch to him. Bounce to first. Cone moving to his right, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Up next for Minnesota, Eduardo Escobar. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Twins are down on 4 pitches. They're down 2-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Carlos Gomez. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Kepler looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run off the bat of Carlos Gomez. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's given the Rays a 3-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's C.J. Cron now.
C.J. Cron.
As he lifts it in the air to right field. Kepler's there for it. 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Riding in once again, Adeiny Echeverria. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And that's the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
Here's Jason Worth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 for the Rays on the solo home run. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Tampa. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes another 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, Ehire Adrianza. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
25, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now. A hit in 2 tries so far. The 1-1. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready now, Matt Duffy. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Third baseman, Matt Duffy.
First offering on its way. Line to the right side, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Jesus Sucre.
Into the box now, Jesus Sucre. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Center fielder number 00,
Malik Smith the next to hit. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Flipped out the other way towards short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So very nice work there by Santana. He's still down though by a count of 3-1. So here's Joe Mauer, and at this point of the game I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gomez has a read on it. 1 away. Riding in once again, Logan Morrison. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this one is gone, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Twins have come back to tie it at 3-3.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
the left fielder number 20.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Max Kepler. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Ready with another 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Smith. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. through 5.5. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Ready once again, Brad Miller. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Brad Miller.
First offering on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And that one just missed outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Pulled toward right center field. Kepler's on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Bautista. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. First pitch on its way. Shoots this one over to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking, strike 3.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Standing in now, C.J. Cron, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And he is in there.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Here's Echeverria now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Dozier is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rays strand a pair. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds it 3-3. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Austin Pruitt is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Austin Pruitt.
Escobar standing in.
For the Twins, 3rd baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
First offering on its way. A changeup over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Base hit into right center.
The batter, number 15, catcher Jason Castro.
Ready for another chance. Jason Castro, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here it comes on 0-2. drilled to the right side. And Castro's got himself a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ehire Adrianza. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and that's the first out. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
Center fielder number 25, Byron.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton, and their runners at the corners now. From the belt, the pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Digging in and looking for more, Joe Mauer. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Adrianza leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 0-2 to Joe Mauer.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Twins get a run on 2 hits. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. The Twins are in front, 4-3. Here's Jason Worth. No hits to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Digging in once again, Matt Duffy. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
In now, Jesus Sucre. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Kepler's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They still trail it here, 4-3. Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Miller's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 99, designated hitter.
Logan Morrison will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. (4-3) our score here as we play the 8th. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie.
Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit sharply on the ground. Miller is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Zach Duke is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Zach Duke.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw will not be in time. So good hustle there is now the possible tying run as aboard to lead things off here.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Digging in to try it again, Brad Miller, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. And he's back standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First delivery to him on the way. Popped high in the air. Mauer is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jose Bautista. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. A pitch out, the throw. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner will get back standing. Now the 1-0. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And the throw in gets away from him.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Hero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Here comes the 1-0. Buxton will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
First baseman number 44, C.J. Cron.
So stepping in, C.J. Cron. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now a little looper back up the middle, and that's going to fall. A base hit. Throw into third. And that'll score the tying run. We're back to even 4 apiece.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit that tied things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's Echeverria now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A bouncer up the middle. Stopped on the slide by Dozier. What a play! Rays will settle for just the 1. 9th inning coming up. And we are tied 4-4. Welcome back to baseball on the show from inside the Trop as you get a nice look outdoors at some of the activity in nearby Tampa. Alex Coleman enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted into center field. Miller over to his right. 1 out.
Number 5,
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. 1 out, nobody on. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Echeverria shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Up next for Minnesota, Jason Castro. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. To first, to his right, Cone. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. All squared up in St. Pete through 8 1/2. The Rays have a chance to walk it off. Fernando Rodney enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Up next for the Rays, Jason Worth. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, Matty V, no one outside of Jason Worth has seen more pitches per plate appearance in the last 5 years in the National League. He likes to take them deep in the count.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Worth will head for second now. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a leadoff double.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here, this is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
The 1-0. Grounded weakly to the left. Escobar ranges to his left. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
Now batting, catcher.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jesus Sucre. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Swing and a liner. Foul.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And he will take strike three called. And as big an out as you can ask for there as the winning run stays at third with two away now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box now, Malik Smith. As with two away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's got a chance to win it here, but with a couple of bases open, they might think about working around him. The 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Rays strand just the one. Still all square at 4 apiece. Jorge Polanco is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames.
Jorge Polanco.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, one away. Here's Byron Buxton now in the past against Alex Colomé. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
So here's Joe Mauer. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Looped out toward third. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Brian Dozier. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Hit down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Stepping in now, Logan Morrison, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. And he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. Jorge Polanco will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 11, Jorge Polanco.
Now at the plate, Brad Miller. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Leading off for the Rays, second baseman, Brad Miller.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-2 pitch. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Bautista. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. And that gets him on the mound. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Here's Carlos Gomez with past history with Fernando Rodney. He's 1 for 4. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you can win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Tampa Bay Rays secured their 10th victory of the season. Alex Colomé gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final lineup for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rays, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Twins, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Again, we remind you for your next trip to Tropicana Field that all vehicles with 4 or more passengers receive free parking all season long. Also, a reminder that extra PSTA buses for routes 18, 32, and 74 can be picked up outside the stadium.